But bottom line about both of these recipes is that you can do all of the prep ahead of time and they're so simple to do. And then you can just make the dressings. And when you're ready for dinner, it's assembly time, right? So I really wanted to do a lot of that up front tonight so I can show you just how simple these are. Bye, Kelly. Thanks for tuning in. So this is going to be the California chicken salad. Oh, good for you. Well, welcome home. Where I've chopped up some red cabbage, some Napa cabbage, and some romaine lettuce. I've got some mint leaves and some cilantro leaves here. If you don't like cilantro, like so many people, that's okay. You could use basil. I just cut some carrots to make them all cute, right? And then I bought, you guys, hi Diana, yeah, you're here. I bought a rotisserie chicken yesterday from Whole Foods, an organic rotisserie chicken that was over 4 pounds for $15. And that is much less expensive than it costs for me to buy a chicken of that size, roast it, and shred the meat. The only disadvantage is that I don't use those bones usually to make stock from a roasted chicken that I've bought in advance because they just, I don't know, I could, but you would have to really like fortify it with other ingredients to get the most out of it. And when I'm making chicken at home to shred, I'm using that chicken in the water to make the broth and stew the chicken, right? So that's the only disadvantage. But because I wanted to use roasted chicken in both of these recipes, you guys, it took no time to come home, peel the skin off the chicken, shred it. It's a 5-minute process. Get rid of the bones or put them aside if you want to use them for stock. And now I have loads of chicken to use in a bunch of recipes this week, right? So it's easy. The other part is for the Cobb salad. What I did today, I was, I love to watch some television, friends. I rewatched all of Veep again. I love that show so much. I'm obsessed with Julia Louis-Dreyfus. I really am obsessed with her and her new podcast. But right now I'm watching Madam Secretary again. I love that show. I like these political shows, right? So while I watched that earlier today, I chopped lettuce. I put the chicken in the bowl already that I already shredded. I sliced some cherry tomatoes. I took some feta cheese that I crumbled and I sliced some red onions. And I've got my avocado ready to go here, right? So this is like simple work. And I love it too because you can just do these little things throughout the day. And it's not like you have to stop and make dinner and it's some big ordeal, right? So I'm really prepped with both of these recipes. The other thing I love, you guys, is that Julius, how are you, my friend? Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm going to make an announcement here too, just because my sweet, dear, amazing friend Julius is joining me. You need to follow him if you don't, you guys. He's a phenomenal actor and singer. He was Alexander Hamilton for so many years here on the West Coast and in the traveling company. But Julius, I'm moving to San Francisco. I'm leaving the suburbs and I'm going back to the big city. Those of you who don't know it, I'm empty nesting this summer. My kids are both flying the nest and going to college together, which I'm so excited about. And so I'm moving to the big city, to the cutest place in the big city. And I'm renting my friend's place from them for a while. It is adorable. Yes, Layton, he's the best. We know that. And I'm moving back to the city. So I can't wait to show you guys my new place and hang out the next time you're here, my friend. Also follow Julius. He has a new show pilot coming out. I don't know if you guys already went to the big thing where you like go talk about your show. How did it go? He needs our support. They need to sell it and he'll have a new show and it's going to be amazing. Okay. I digress. While I still have 6 weeks in my lovely kitchen here, don't fret. I'm moving to another adorable kitchen. And then in my new business, there will be a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous kitchen I'll be using all the time. So here we go. Summer salads. This is what I want to do with you guys today. I want to make the green goddess dressing for this Cobb salad. I'm going to a party tomorrow night where it's a bunch of moms. All of the dads and kids are out of town on a senior trip. And so all the moms are getting together to kind of like reminisce one last time. And she said, oh, don't worry about dinner. And I just was like, oh, don't be silly. I'll bring something. So here's the best part. I'm going to make this dressing. And because I made smaller versions of these salads tonight, you guys, it's just chopping. I can repeat all of this and do whatever I want for tomorrow night, right? So I'm going to make a bunch of the green goddess dressing. And then I'm going to use some of it for my Cobb salad tonight. And I'm going to use the rest of it for tomorrow night when I redo a salad. I'm trying to wave to people and say hello while I teach. I'm just doing my class here on Instagram tonight instead of just Crowdcast. Okay, I have my blender and I have my book. I normally do not follow my recipes unless I am teaching because I don't um, it's not like a show off thing. It's that I'm just used to cooking my own food so much and I just throw in a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But when I write my cookbooks, I make sure to measure everything to a T so that anyone can make these. So here's what we're doing for the green goddess. And this is in Homemade Simple. It's 2 tablespoons of olive oil. It is 1 tablespoon of chopped shallot, 2 garlic cloves peeled, some salt and pepper, a cup of flat leaf parsley. Listen to all these herbs. A half a cup of tarragon leaves, buttermilk, a cup of buttermilk, and then you can have a couple tablespoons of mayo or plain Greek yogurt. I usually go towards mayo. Tonight I'm going to do Greek yogurt. And then I've got fresh lemon juice and chopped chives. Okay, this is like a clean, gorgeous recipe. So the best part is we're going to throw it all in here and zippity zappity. Is that, what's zippity zappity zoo from? Is that from, what Disney thing is that? Now that I think about it. I don't know. Anyhow, thank you, Josh Gibbs, 164. I love where I live. It has been a beautiful place to raise my kids and spend our middle school and high school years. And so I'm moving to a much smaller place, but I'm super excited about it. I don't know why I'm so excited that it's going to be so small. There's something about knowing that you don't need a lot of stuff in life. And I'm literally getting rid of like probably 75% of my belongings. The other part is that the place is furnished. Love you, Julius. Are you flying away, my friend? You're off. Give Wes my love too. But I'm super excited to let go of things. And I just realized I look around my house and there are not that many things I have to hold on to. There are a couple of pieces of furniture I bought that I'll have forever, and some clothes and some jewelry, but and pictures and my kids. But besides that, I don't have a lot of stuff I need to hang on to. So I'm also letting go of a lot of more cookware and tools and things. I thought I was done doing that, but apparently I'm not, because I just don't need all this stuff. And in my new business, which I'll be talking about more soon, I'm going to be selling all of it anyhow, and we'll be doing collaborations with so many of these amazing bibbidi bobbidi. Thank you, Arna. Cinderella. And so, yeah, I'll get them stuff if I need it. But like Zwilling just sent me some new knives the other day, and I love them, but we'll sell those too, okay? Josh, where did I learn to cook? Let's say I was a combination of teaching myself. I love to cook. I love to eat. Thank you, Erna. I think it's really freeing too. I learned to cook by teaching myself. Both of my grandmothers were amazing cooks. And so when I went off to college, I took my favorite recipes from them and I just practiced them. And we're talking, sorry, I'm looking at my recipe. Okay, that's way too much shallot, Amanda. Calls for a tablespoon. I just did like at least a quarter cup. So let me take some of that out. I'm just gonna put my garlic cloves and the shallot in the blender here. I would make her recipes like tuna noodle casserole, which I was obsessed with. She had this beef hot roast where you poured like cream of mushroom soup over it. Love it. But then I just started cooking like different kinds of chicken and turkey and pasta. I started making a ton of pastas for my roommates and me. And when I graduated from college and I moved to San Francisco, I started taking cooking classes at Taunt Marie's cooking school at night, and I just fell in love with it. So I'm just the kind of person who would read tons of magazines and teach myself as I went. Okay, let's look. I need 2 tablespoons of olive oil. This is where I'm not measuring. So yeah, kind of self-taught. And then I went to cooking school when I was 29. And we all laugh. We call it finishing school because it was 12 women. And the teacher, Mary Risley, is hilarious. She's still alive. She's 80 something. And she basically like had all of these ridiculous, hilarious rules for how we could conduct ourselves, comport ourselves in cooking school. But this is like a finishing school for girls, kind of like old school. It's hilarious. So we learned a lot of funny things in life. Okay, I think I'm supposed to blend this up together to break up the garlic, and then I'm going to add the herbs. Okay, so let's just do that, shall we? This is my Nama blender and juicer. I haven't talked about them enough. This is an incredible company. They've become popular because of their juicers. It's the best juicer I've ever used in my life, and I've been doing a ton of work with them. They don't even sell in stores. They sell direct online, and they're remarkable. And they have a new product coming out that I am beyond excited about to share with you guys this summer. I don't know when it launches. I think October, but I'm doing some work on it this summer. I can't wait to tell you more about it. But this blender juicer combination is kind of incredible too. So let me just give this puppy a whirl. I'm just trying to break up the garlic and that green and the shallots so they're not like in your face chunks, right? There's nothing like, you don't really want it to be that aggressive. Here's some salt. Boom. Now I'm reading my own recipe, realizing that I tell you to add, excuse me, one sec. Where did I put my, well, where is this? My pepper. I tell you not to add the chives until the end because I want you to fold in like really nicely chopped chives, which is kind of a cool move. You don't have to do it that way, but you can if you like. So let's add what I say you should add a cup of flat leaf parsley leaves, okay? In my mind, you can never have too many herbs in what I'm about to make. I mean, it is a green goddess dressing after all. Hi, everyone. So many lovely people joining us today. I'm just giving a free class on here tonight to see if anybody would like to learn more from me on Instagram instead of Crowdcast. Because I'm afraid, my lovely House of Haas students, that everybody's just over Crowdcast and like getting a link to go to a class and then like watching it on a traditional computer and things being dropped and not working that well. And so I hear you, and I'm going to save all of the old classes we've taught, and I'm going to still let people access those in their personal accounts. I just will start doing classes over here on Instagram instead. Oh my God, I love tarragon. Who likes, hi Wendy Riker Real Estate. How's it going? Are you home? Wendy, I just announced, have I told you I'm moving to San Francisco in like 6 weeks? Maybe 7 weeks? I don't know. Life just happens sometimes, right? So this is one of the last classes I'm teaching from this kitchen, but I'll be doing much more. Diana, you like this better too? I know, it's just time to, sometimes you just got to listen to people and really just like trust your gut. And it's like, I did build this whole online cooking class business, and that's fantastic. I know, Wendy, amazing, right? In person, I get that too, but you know what? Can't you watch Instagram on your computer? Can't you watch me live on your computer too if you wanted to? But the funny part is that the clarity of the screen is so much better on Instagram versus like right now, I'm looking at what my screen is saying. Oh, hi, Jenny Hawkins over there. You're only on the Crowdcast one, but Nama is the brand of the blender, she's asking. And if you want one, text me or DM me, and I'll give you a code to save money. Don't we love to save money? I can't remember how much you saved, but it's a decent amount. It's either $50 or like 15 or 20%. I can't remember what my code is. So yeah, guys, I'm trying to get with the times. And plus, if you just subscribe to me here, it's less expensive. And then you can go to your phone anytime that you're in the grocery store, and you can go to all of my saved classes and watch them, right? So I'll save this. How am I going to do this today? I'll probably just publish this for everybody, right? And then if we decide to move forward with the subscription model on Instagram, I think it's like $1.99 right now. So, oh, good, KQ. That's good to know. So if I increase the pricing on that, I'll let everybody know. And then you can just choose. I'll still be on here all the time doing regular stuff. But then if you join my subscription, I'll be telling you what times I'll be doing classes on here. And you can hop on for those. Or you can go back and watch them whenever you'd like, right? The other thing I'm realizing is I'm just chatting away today. What time is it? 4:23. I think it holds you to an hour on here, which is fine, right? I don't need to talk and talk for 2 hours. I'm just going to pulse this. I need the little stick. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add my buttermilk, okay? Let's see what it tells me to do. Add my buttermilk and then the Greek yogurt, mayo, and lemon juice. Okay, let's just add it through the top. It's going to get loud. do some Greek yogurt. And I just need a spoon for that. This isn't the best spoon for it, but I can't reach my spoons. 3 tablespoons, right? That looks about right. This is a generous 3 tablespoons. Hi, friends. I'm making a green goddess dressing. Do I call it Greek goddess or green goddess in my book? I don't know. Probably Greek because I use Greek yogurt. Isn't that cute? Put a little bit more in there. Let me just wash my hands. And then, what did I call it? Herby green goddess. Okay, whatever. And then some lemon juice. And I'll season it with more salt and pepper at the end, okay? Hey guys, what's going on? I'm going to cut my lemon the way I like to cut it, and I'll show you guys what I mean. I'm going to cut, instead of cutting it through the middle and you have all the seeds, I'm going to cut around the sides and make little cheeks. Look at that. It's like a little cheek, but can you see that there are just a little couple seeds there? And I'm just going to pick those out right like that. Let's make another little cheek. So most of the seeds are in the center. I'm just going to pick these out again. This is just kind of like a fun, easy way to do it, unless you're going to like get out a citrus reamer and do a bunch. But look at that. So I took all the seeds out, right? And now you can just squeeze away. And then let's just squeeze into here. And then one more. How much does it call for in this book of mine? 3 tablespoons. That's probably not enough. Let me cut off one more side. I might end up wanting to add more, which I will reserve the right to do. And then I know I'm going to want salt, but let's just give it a second before I do that. Yes, you'll be able to keep your House of Haas history, and I'll probably just keep it open. Like, if you want to keep your subscription over there, we'd probably move it to something super cheap, just so you can go back and access all past content, right? So like a couple bucks a month, and you could just go back and refer to it for always. But you know, that costs money too. So I wouldn't do anything quickly, right? Like I would give you access to those for probably 6 to 12 months before I make any changes. But the other thing is, we went and did the research on how much people go back and watch the classes, and you guys can probably guess it's like 0. Very limited. People go back and they print my recipes, but they don't go back and watch the classes, which I hope they would. Okay, let's try this dressing and see what we think. Hey guys, how are you today? I'm just teaching a fun, free class. Some of my favorite salads from my new book, Homemade Simple. That is the name of my book, right? Homemade Simple. Simply Homemade, Homemade Simple. We switched the name. Needs more salt. You know what else would be delicious in this? And I have some in the fridge. I'm not going to do it to freak anybody out right now. Anchovy. Yum. It would add depth of flavor. And that little extra something like you get in a Caesar dressing. I'm just going to add a little more lemon juice. And then I'm going to add the chives, okay? Hi, guys. Hi, LSC Trojan, Ream Cakes. Delicious Sweeted. AP9842. How the heck is everybody? Okay. Let me get this out of the way. And then, oh, you know what else I have? I hard-boiled eggs. So I'm going to put those in my cup salad too. Let me get this out, and I'm going to wipe down my cutting board if anybody needs a little break. And then I'll chop the chives to put in with it too. This is when I need background music. Or like the music for the game show while people are thinking. Jeopardy. Right? Hi from the East Bay. Do I know you? I see people's handles, and then I don't know if I know you in real life. There are so many of you who have handles on here who interact with me all the time, but they don't say your name on them. So I really don't know if I know you. And you guys are so sweet. You're like, congratulations on Charlie's graduation. I'm like, thanks. Who is this? So always tell me who you are if you want when we're communicating with you. Privately, at least. All right, let's get those chives out. I might get myself a little tonic water. My treat. Chives, where are you? Okay. This is like this little tonic water light. I think it has stevia, a little fructose. It barely has any sugar in it. And it's just kind of fun. I'm going to add some lemon juice to it. It's my treat. It's my cocktail. While we taste the dressing, chop the chives, and then I'm going to show you how to fry the little things for the California chicken salad with the rice crunchies that make it taste so delicious, and they're just a treat. And if you want to make them, you can do them in advance as well. Okay, chives turn really quickly on you, you guys. And when I buy them fresh and not in these little boxes, I tend to have worse luck with them. Like even if I wrap them in paper towel and put them in a little bag, they go really quickly. So I just buy a box like this and I try to use as many as possible so quickly. Coco Collier, you guys. Connie, I have to show you what I bought at your store the other night, and I'm obsessed. Diablo Foods in Lafayette. I think it's Fever Tree, KQ. You guys, this is plastic wrap. They sell these for foil, and they also sell it. Oh, that's so great. Yay, 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 LSC Trojan. They also have it for parchment paper. All this is a cute box to hold your wrap with a great cutter on it. You guys, this wrap actually works. And the fact that they have boxes like this with cutters for parchment, so you're not like trying to rip off individual pieces and it shreds. The same with foil. I am obsessed. Connie, I love this so much. I'm going to write a note to the company to tell them that they're amazing. This is one of the best products I think I've ever bought. And it's why I love Diablo Foods and will shop there until I die. I just want to say thank you. Literally, I don't shut up about it. My kids are going to kill me. Like every time somebody walks in the house, I'm like, check out my new container for plastic wrap, foil, and parchment. I'm slightly obsessed. So anyhow, let's chop these chives. And I'm just dicing them, mincing them really finely so that they hold their shape in the dressing. But if you wanted to put them in and blend away, you could and pulverize them. But I think they look cute when they're tiny. Also, with this dressing, I should mention, if you don't like tarragon, don't use tarragon. If you don't like parsley, don't use parsley. There are basically, you can use any of your favorite green herbs in here, I think, except like rosemary's pretty strong. But you could do a combination of cilantro, parsley, basil, mint, chives. And it's going to be tasty. And if you only have one herb, that's cool too. I'm just going to kind of blend them in like that. And I know it needs a little more salt. Oh my gosh, I just used my spoon to double dip. Don't tell anybody. Somebody's going to have some of this dressing. She won't care. Let's have one last sip. Jackpot. Freaking delicious. Let's put this aside. That goes with this. And we'll toss it up. And now, let's make, well, actually, I'm going to cut one egg. This is hard boiled. And just, here's how I hard boil eggs. I probably have the instructions for this in my book too. I put some eggs in cold water and I fill it up with cold water to cover them. I bring them to a boil. I turn it off the second it comes to a boil and I put a lid on it. Turn it off completely. And I let them sit there for 13 minutes. That I learned that in the Tom Marie's finishing school. I was just telling you. That's how we learned how to hard boil eggs. I'm going to do this version of it. Ooh, they look pretty. I'm going to just quarter it. And I'm going to put them in my salad, right? But if you just want to chop them, like a fine chop on them, you can do that too. But I did 5 of them, so I can use them for other things this week too. Okay, friends, let's move to the California chicken salad. And we're going to fry some stuff. Let's fry, which I don't do that often. I'm going to show you my favorite little trick. And I'm taking the healthy route tonight and using avocado oil for frying. You know, my kids have decided that TikTok is a great source of information. And I got to say, when it comes to health information, if that's where they want to get it and they don't want to listen to their mother, that's fine by me. Because guess what? My older son was convinced that seed oils aren't good for you. And he's right. So, hi, Kimber Perry. And hi, dinner before dessert. So he's like, ooh, canola oil's bad. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. And so he told me he learned that on Instagram or TikTok, and I just have to get over it. So hooray. I try to tell my kids to use avocado and olive oil and primarily, and they never cared until I don't even know who taught them that. I don't care, to be honest with you. Hi, Baguette and Blue. Baguette and Blue. And Craig Williams, 95. How the heck are you? So my kids know that too. So here's what we're doing. We're heating up some avocado oil behind me, okay? These are spring roll wrappers. These are just rice pancakes, as they call them. Classic Vietnamese rice pancakes for spring rolls. And so this is what you use when you make any kind of a spring roll. And or if you're going to fry them, right? But you can do the raw spring rolls like this too, which I love. Here's all we're going to do. We're going to take this rice paper and we're going to fry them up. And they're going to be these delightful, adorable little crispy garnishes. You can, I just tone it down. So now you can soak these in water and they get soft like gelatin, right? But I am going to fry these in oil and just let them crisp up. They puff up. They're super cool. And I'm just ripping them apart in weird shapes. And then they're going to be part of our salad. Oh, good, LSC Trojan, because that's my kind of stuff. There is tapioca flour in this. That's why they get like a gummy. Rice flour, tapioca flour, water, and salt. That's all that's in them. And 2 wrappers have 60 calories with 14 grams of carbohydrate if you care. 0 protein. Okay, so I'm just tearing those up like that just for kicks, right? So I have these like shards. And I want my oil to get before I put one in. Because if your oil's not hot enough, what's going to happen is that you're going to absorb a lot of the oil into whatever you're frying, right? And we don't need a lot of oil to get absorbed into the food. We just need it to heat it and make it crispy. That's why the best fried chicken is fried at a pretty high temperature, and you don't have like, it's not too greasy. It should be crispy, right? But not greasy. If your food is really greasy, you're probably frying it too low of a temperature. So let me just move the phone over like this a little bit so you can see the cooktop. And I'm going to get my thermometer. I cannot for the life of me remember what I want the temperature of the oil to be when I start frying. Do you guys remember? I think it's supposed to be 3 something. Right now it's 230, 242. Here's how you can tell if it's ready though. And this is the other thing, house party, how are you? You guys need to follow her too. You know if it's ready and that whatever I put in there is gonna like fry up really quickly. You can test it with a piece of bread. If you put bread in hot oil and it doesn't really like sizzle and brown, then you know that it's not really ready. Love you more, my friend. You guys, House Party Snacks has the most insane queso, $3.50. Thanks, KQ. That is vegan and delicious. My son came home from college the other day and he said, Lauren, oh, I don't know, this is too healthy. He put it, he tried it, he heated it up and just ate it with chips and was like, oh my God, this is so delicious. You guys, she's invented the most incredible product that's good for you. It has, tell me if I'm right, carrots. Does it have nuts of some sort? It has potatoes. It tastes like queso. I don't know what to tell you, except it's delicious and it's good for you. 280, 290. I bet I'm probably all right with this. So watch it. Still maybe not hot enough. Here it goes. I'm going to show you what these look like. They're probably still going to be a little greasier than I want, though. You always want to make sure you're working with dry tongs because oil and water truly do not mix. So let's just let these fry. Yeah, I'd say it was a little, still not quite hot enough. They're going to be delicious, don't get me wrong. But I'm just going to take them out. See, they turned white. They go from transparent to almost opaque. Let me take them out, and I'm going to salt it really fast, okay? But those are going to be a little more oily than we want. Get some of the sea salt. You can buy them you can buy hers at Whole Foods in out here. I don't know if they carry it at Diablo Foods yet, but they had it at Whole Foods in Lafayette the last time I ran into her. That's where she was demoing. Oh, and Wyatt, I owe you an email. How are you, my friend? To respond to you. I haven't heard back yet. I'm frustrated. But you know what I'm talking about. And if you want to promote your new business venture on here, tell people what you're opening because I think it's great. If it's not premature. Okay, you guys, the temperature on these are awesome. Check it out. They're boom, done. That's all it took. These are going to be so much fun. And then they look like these little fried wonton crispy crackery things, like a rice cracker crisp. I don't need that many because it's just me. Oh, well, Sunny's coming to get it too. It's nice to be in touch with you, I should say. I know I can't see your face, my friend, but I'm really excited for your new business. Like I said, publicize it here if you'd like. For Bay Area food lovers, Bottle Rock sounded amazing. I literally read your email right before I got on here. Okay, I'm going to turn off the heat just to show you how cool these are, up close and personal. Can you guys see those? Right? So these cute little fried bits of rice paper. Let's just drain the oil off of them. And then get this hot oil away from loved ones or anywhere you could spill it, okay? So I'm going to just move this, just literally put it on the back burner. And then put a lid on it. And just remind myself, here's the lid. Yep, and the lid is dry, okay? So I've turned it off. The lid is on it, and I'm safe, right? Those could probably work in the air fryer. Now let's see, Trojan. You could probably spray them with olive oil or coconut oil and try it. Without fat, it won't work. I would love to see if it works. You guys know I don't have an air fryer. I try to limit how much stuff I have. And now that you mention it, I think I'm moving into a house where they don't have a convection oven. It's just a regular oven. Maybe it's convection. Tom Reddick. And so maybe I'll get one. But in the new cooking school we'll have all the gadgets and all the things. Maybe I'll even sell them. I don't know. I mean, people like them. Freaking delicious. Oh, yeah. At State Line Road Smokehouse. There it is. I'm so excited for you, Owen. You guys, my friend Owen is an amazing chef. He's worked in some of the finest restaurants in the Napa Valley, and we've worked together with some really interesting and a really compelling culinary business. And he is going back into the restaurant business. And they just did a huge event for Bottle Rock. And I can't wait. Bye, Connie. Thanks for being you. I can't wait to come check it out, too. Let me know when you open the doors or when you need me to come pick out because barbecue is my jam. I love it so much. I think that in my last life or my next life, I'm actually going to be a pit master. I love it so much. Okay, let's take these delightful little fried you-know-whats and put them in the salad. Okay, let's compile these salads since time is of the essence. Oh my God. See, I could just eat fried food all day. But at least they're fried in avocado oil. I'm putting it in the peanut dressing. Oh my God. So, the peanut dressing, you guys, super simple. Of course, Owen, the peanut dressing is peanut butter. You can use almond butter, lime juice, lightly packed coconut sugar or light brown sugar. I used coconut sugar here. 3 green onions, 3 cloves of garlic, a little peeled and grated fresh ginger, sesame oil, and salt. Guess what? I didn't use sesame oil because I'm being healthy, so I used avocado oil instead. So you're not going to get that depth of flavor that you get from sesame oil, but I feel better about myself just doing this time, right? So I'm going to drizzle it on here. Now in here I've got my cabbages chopped. I've got my roast chicken that I chopped up, carrots, mint, cilantro, the peanut dressing, and I'm just going to use my tongs to give it kind of like a light toss. to assemble. And the green onions that I chopped in here too. I always like an onion of some sort in my salads, right? It calls for peanuts in it. I forgot to buy peanuts. You can use chopped almonds. Sesame oil is not the best for you. Seed oils aren't the best for you. Hi, Leslie. Is that you on there too? With another graduate. Congratulations. So I try to steer clear of it, but like if I'm going to make something really delicious, I'm not going to freak out about using it one time or another. I actually bought some today because I was like, maybe I'll add it. I haven't decided, but I already made the dressing with the avocado oil this time, so it's fine. So if you want more crunch, you can use almonds, you can use peanuts, whatever you've got. Peanuts also can be a source of mold. That's the other reason why I'm not eating them right now. It's for my health. Black sesame seeds. Hold on. I think I have some. Maybe I ditched them. No, I have tons of sesame seeds. These are just to make it look pretty, right? Just to give some contrast. And then, hey guys, I'm just cooking a couple of my favorite recipes from my new cookbook for you here on Instagram. And we're talking about, I might start teaching on Instagram Live, and I might just do the subscription thing and do House of Haas on here. So it's like $5 a month to join my classes. And then you can always access them. Here's the deal. Like I just want to like cover this. All things good and all good things in moderation. I'm with you, House Party. Here I was not buying peanuts, but I used peanut butter. If you want to go all CPK, I'm sorry, if you want to go all Cheesecake Factory, you add extra dressing to the fried part. Grocery store tea bags, mold. Oh, geez. See, I mean, it's everywhere. I had no idea, you guys. You guys know I suffer from like a ton of health things. This isn't my only thing, but when we found out that I'm like 15 times more toxic with mold than you ever want to be, it's terrifying. Like the blood work or the lab reports came back like, warning, could get cancer or kidney disease. It was literally like red, like warning. It's kind of terrifying, yet kind of relieving at the same time, right? Okay. Ooh. This is a good night to be my neighbor because I'm going to feed Sunny and her family. I'm going to have one more. Let's get back to this Cobb salad. I'm going to, those just mixed right in. I didn't even know they were there. I'm going to put half an avocado on this. And then I'm going to add the green goddess dressing. And it's going to be amazing. Boom. Easy, right? Hey guys, so many people joining in. I'm just having a good time cooking for you all tonight. If you haven't bought my new book and you'd like to, it is available wherever books are sold. If you want to get a signed copy in person and you live in the Bay Area, there's still some signed copies. Hi from Arizona. Hi, Cheryl. There are a couple of signed copies left at Diablo Foods. There are a couple at Urin Books. I think there are probably a couple at Omnivore in San Francisco as well. I signed a bunch there at my last signing. Okay, so this is going to be freaking delicious. Let's get the... Keep putting my hand on there. Are we ready? This is probably, now that I'm doing this, that looks like a lot of dressing, but there's a lot of lettuce in there, okay? I could toss this, but I was going to say, I didn't think it through. Like, there are so many pretty composed parts of this. Like, I should have left the eggs. Hi, Lisa. Yes, I would love to sign your copy anytime, my friend. I would toss it, and then I'd add those egg pieces, right? When you go to Diablo Foods, look at their books in the front, and then look at the bottom left. I think there were 3 copies there the other day. And I'm pretty sure I signed all the copies they have. So they're ready for you and you're ready for them. Let's just toss this whole darn thing. Because I like to taste everything in every bite. I hate it when you have a salad and it's like there's not enough of the good stuff, right? Yes, we're eating the rainbow, but you guys, like with the buttermilk and the Greek yogurt in this dressing, you can have creamy, delicious, and have it still be good for you. I make such a mess when I cook. Who am I kidding? I don't have a fork out. I can't reach it. So let's just eat it with a spoon and see how this goes. Hmm. Delicious. Freaking love this salad. I'm going to sit here a little more while I continue to watch Madam's Secretary, or I've already watched the first 4 episodes of Bridgerton. Are there any other new shows I'm missing, you guys, that I should watch instead? Mm. I'm going to toss up the crunchy things in here too, like break them up a little bit. But you know what I love about this salad? It's the mint. Lisa, the dressing is the Green Goddess dressing from my new cookbook. It's a ton of herbs, lemon juice, buttermilk. What else? Olive oil, onion, or shallot, and garlic. Super delish. Okay, let's try this one. Mm. Mm. I don't know. I don't know if I can choose. Apples to oranges here, folks. So delicious. I love them. Um, I love mint in a salad too. I love mint in my salsa. They do that at Taco Licious here in San Francisco, and it's so good. It's amazing. But guys, this is how I want to eat, like all the time, right? And it's so dang easy. So, in conclusion, let's review a couple of the things I did here tonight that I don't normally do. One is I bought a roasted chicken. Oh, I already watched the Hacks. Kathy, I freaking love Hacks. My kids won't watch it until I go finish watching Better Call Saul, and I just don't feel like starting it again, but I should. I love Hacks. I think it's one of the best shows I've ever seen, actually. So thanks for the recommendation. But now you can tell I watch a lot of television. Jane, I don't want to jinx when my cooking school will open. Let's say a year from now, and if it's earlier, then yay. Cheryl, don't make me choose. I love Le Creuset and Stove for different reasons. Stove, and it's funny because they're both on my counter. They're both on my shelf right now. It's Stove, Le Creuset, Le Creuset. And Stove just sent me a new pot that I'm obsessed with. It's like a wok. So good. Enola Holmes on Netflix. You got it, KQ. That's good to know. So I like them for different reasons. Frankly, like I grew up using Le Creuset and I'm kind of attached to them emotionally. But I love how Stove has the rivets on the bottom side of their pans that make the moisture circulate. So yeah, I can't choose. I don't know. I'm gonna have to choose in the new cooking school. Well, actually, we're gonna sell both. Who am I kidding? So yeah, who am I kidding? We'll sell both, and we'll sell Heston cookware, and we'll sell Ruffoni copper, which is amazing too. Hexclad, I have not used it, so I can't say. I don't know. But I'm always open to testing new products and being open-minded to selling them. But I'm just not going to sell anything that I wouldn't bring into my own kitchen. I'm not going to sell crap. And when I say crap, I mean like cook's tools that you just use one time and it gets lost in your drawer. As much as you think you need that cherry pitter, which I owned for a long time, or the garlic peeler, or the avocado peeler slicer holder, I'm not doing it. Yay, heavens to Betsy. I love my stove as well. They're phenomenal. I think this summer, in late summer, I'm going to go visit the stove factory, hopefully, and the Heston cookware factory. And maybe Ruffoni copper as well in Italy when we go to Europe, when I take my kids for the first time late summer. I'm very excited. Friends, that's all I got for you. Questions, comments? Sunny's going to be excited. I don't think she's watching, but I'm going to tell her I just made her dinner for her. And she's going to come pick these up. Pretty nice, right? I'm so grateful. No, it's going to be in person, or not. It's going to be, I can't say too much yet. We're going to have multiple in-person classes every day, but I'm going to live stream a lot of the classes as well, so people can watch from anywhere in the country. Affordable cookware. I have big opinions, Jay Bamford, because I think that most affordable cookware is crap. So you buy it and then you have to replace it very quickly. So there's some nonstick cookware I really like, and I'm testing some new brands right now that is what I would call medium priced. But I have yet to find an inexpensive cookware that lasts longer than 6 months to a year. And so you're just constantly replacing it. So when I sell things, I sell them because I think they're the best quality. and I'm also looking for things to last you, right? So that's my take on cookware. But I love Scan Pan if you want a really good nonstick pan. I'm testing some News Willing nonstick. You too, Lisa. And I like Heston Nanobonds nonstick cookware as well. It's beautiful, it's fantastic, but I've never met a nonstick that actually lasts forever. It's just not the way they're designed. And when you take the chemicals out of them as well that really aren't good for us, I haven't found one that's meant to last forever. So they need replacing. So you have to balance price against quality, you know? Anyhow, that's it, friends. Super fun hanging out with you. And buy my book if you haven't. It's a great investment. You can go on Amazon right now and get it, and it's probably on sale. It's $35 cover price. I think now a lot of places sell it for a little bit less than that. It's over 100 recipes, super big hardback with tons of other information in it. So if you're thinking about it, take the plunge and you can get both of these recipes in there, okay? Love you guys. Have a great one, and I'll see you back here soon, okay? Ciao. You too, Mike C. Bye. And bye to my friends over here. Hi, Sunny. Wait, is Sunny on here? Oh, no, she's not. That's hilarious. But you're saying hi to Sunny. I love it. Oh, yeah, it's Jenny. Exactly. So, friends over here on Crowdcast, stay tuned. I'll let you know if we're going to switch over to Instagram. And I'll also let you know how you can continue to access your classes on Kajabi if you are still a member. Okay. So, thanks for hanging out as always.